Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, HollywoodShono here, about to give you another Mortal Kombat X video. In this video, we talk about the long-anticipated patch 1.8, which came out yesterday on Wednesday, May 11th, and we actually just started doing a video on it today. Represent Faction Wars Overhaul ups the ante. Mortal Kombat X's multiplayer Faction Wars has been redesigned to provide more ways and more opportunities to win and earn rewards. There are now 2 seasons per week, meaning season rewards 2 times a week, which you guys saw during the Gunslinger Aaron Black Challenge. The challenge actually reset on Wednesday morning. We've updated the leaderboards to provide defined tiers, giving players a clearer picture of where they place, how to get there, and what exactly is at stake. Want to know more? Keep on reading or check out the video later on for Faction Wars. The game now has a currency specific to Faction Wars. Blood Rubies are rewarded for leaderboard placement and competing battle rating milestones. Blood Rubies can be used in the all-new Faction Wars store. Exclusive rewards abound, purchasable only with Blood Rubies, earned exclusively in Faction Wars. Those rewards are... Oh, and did you know you get in the brand new Faction Wars store? We added 2 new gold characters just for you. Kobujutsu Tanya and Dark Emperor Liu Kang are exclusive rewards, along with 3 new pieces of equipment, including the bloody Shokan armor, bloody Voodoo doll, and bloody Tomahawk. Sounds bloody, right? Character challenges for days. Mortal Kombat X brings 5 new character challenges with the latest update. Fight, earn, and build your roster with a variety of powerful characters, including Marksman Kung Jin, bringing the total of Kung Jins up to 4, Dark Lord Kodokan, and more. Check our forums and social channels updates down the line. I've also heard rumors of a Takeda being one of the challenges. We'll just have to see on that. And I also heard rumors of Therator. We'll see how true that is. Mortal Kombat X is 1 year old. To celebrate, we're giving away exclusive support card, Fujin's Blessing, as well as an abundance of souls. Thank you for your support. And by abundance, they probably mean about 30. We've made several updates, fixes, and improvements to maximize your gameplay experience. Dark Empress Katana has been added to the challenge pack. We've improved matchmaking. We've also addressed Shinnok's passive, so he receives attack boosts only from resurrected opponents. He still gets boosts for all defeated, knocked out of the match teammates and opponents. So your own teammates cannot get resurrected. You can't use Slasher Jason along with Quan Chi or Double Jason with Shinnok. They stopped that. So you could get some ridiculous damage. We're talking over 600,000 damage on the X-Ray, but by the time you get to an X-Ray, if you don't knock somebody out, you're pretty dumb. So we're going to open up Mortal Kombat X. This is the first time I've actually played since the update, as I've been royally pissed off since in patch 1.7, I couldn't use allies in battle. So I effectively lost about 500, 600 souls by not being able to complete. You can use allies in battle. You can't play 12 battles unless it was a challenge. So as you see, the Jason Voorhees pack is still available. And it looks like Faction Wars is down, so you can't even use Faction Wars, which is really weird. Why have an update and then take Faction Wars away? But we're going to check out some other stuff here. And one topic, of course, is the whole airplane moding Jason Voorhees. Does it still work? Because we got an Executioner X. We definitely needed that one. So we got one thing actually worth getting. So 7,000 coins and 10 souls. So log in every day this week for free anniversary gifts. So we get 30 souls, whoop-de-doo-dah day. You get that in like a day and a half. So now, Faction Wars is active, and it says 4 days and 2 hours from now, meaning they'll probably have it on a certain rotation. There is no challenge active as we are writing this, so we're going to check out the daily objectives. So log in 5 a.m. to 2 p.m., and there are 12 daily objectives. So use an ally in combat, win matches. So it looks like they didn't change anything with the daily objectives, which is actually kind of cool because I kind of like that. We're going to go into Faction Wars now, and we're going to see what it's all about. So Mortal Kombat X 1.8 new features, introducing Blood Rubies. Blood Rubies are acquired by playing Faction Wars and can be used for exclusive rewards in the all-new Faction Wars store. All new Faction Wars leaderboard ranks and seasons. Get your Faction Wars rewards more often. Seasons now last only 3 days. That's obviously not true because you saw that this challenge was for 4.5 days, so there must be a certain system they want to fly on. So, milestone 1 of 6, and there's milestones for every season. So you get, if you get 300,000 battle points, you get 50 rubies and 10,000 coins. So at 1,000, you get 15 rubies and 3,000 coins. And then, as you see, it goes up from a certain amount. It seems like it's actually pretty easy to get because you can farm probably 100,000 an hour if you try hard enough, especially if you have a bunch of max out guys. So in the Faction War store, you can get Dark Emperor Liu Kang for 1,600 Blood Rubies, Kobujitsu Tanya for 1,600 Blood Rubies. Can you actually click on? Yes, you can. The Dark Emperor Liu Kang is of NetherRealm and martial artist, and as you know, Classic Scorpion is also of NetherRealm and martial artist. 1,150 attack, 1,075 health, 1,100 toughness, 1,020 recovery. Definitely a good stat. So when Liu Kang starts a match, he has a 100% critical chance, and his opponent is stunned for 3 seconds. So if you put him in the beginning, he basically has 3 seconds to unload on you. In Faction Wars, 25% chance for lethal blow, which is 250% more damage. And since we know how fast Liu Kang is, this is an amazing card. The second card is Kobujitsu Tanya, which is martial artist and outworld. And this is the first hybrid outworld character. We've seen martial artists before, but there is a lot more martial artist synergy. Now we just need special ops and somebody else other than, I think Undead Hunter Johnny Cage is only special ops. So Flurry of Blows 3 times per match. Spinning Stab is the level 2 move, deals 25% of its damage to the entire enemy team. So think of it kind of like the LAW Blast for Jax Briggs. Heavy Weapons Jax Briggs. In Faction Wars, 25% chance for a lethal blow, 250% damage, and as you see, kind of like Assassin Katana. And also Ronin Kenchi, 1,200 attack, 1,000 health toughness, 1,100 recovery. So another amazing card. I think overall, Liu Kang is better than Tanya, but everybody's going to want Tanya because of the ridiculousness. So the Bloody Tomahawk is 400 Blood Rubies, 20% chance to drain, 33% power on Special 2, 5% damage boost only in PvP, and at Fusion Level X, you get the 1 bar of starting power, kind of like the Wrath Hammer, although the Wrath Hammer gets it just for having it. So this gear item is amazing. If you use it on Gunslinger Aaron Black, it's basically game over, except that the power drain will probably happen on that character, and Gunslinger Aaron Black will probably knock the person out. So is the 20% chance to drain 33% power on Special 2 good? Probably not. But on non-max characters, when you're fighting higher difficulty opponents, it might do the job. So the Bloody Voodoo Doll, 10% reduced power cost on all specials, 5% damage boost only in PvP, and 25% power generation boost. Now this gear item is amazing. When you reduce the power cost on all specials, it's 30% reduction for an X-ray, basically meaning you're going to be at about 1 bar of power after you use it. And if you have other effects that combine it, unfortunately you can't use Shinnok's gear, but there are other items that do reduce the power cost on specials. If you can somehow combine them, this gear item is amazing. The damage boost in PvP probably goes up to 15%, and the power generation is good. So I think the Voodoo Doll is way better than the Tomahawk. The Bloody Shokan armor, 10% chance to reflect 100% special attack damage when blocking, damage boost in PvP, 75% opponent crit chance reduction. Now this gear item can also be amazing, and I don't know how this would work with Gunslinger Aaron Black, but when you're facing Covert Ops Cassie Cage, you're not going to have to worry about crits anymore. So against cards like Covert Ops Cassie Cage or even Silver Kung Jin, I think there's also a Kung Lao that also gives crit chance and crit damage. This gear item can be amazing as well. I don't see the Tomahawk being all that great in some situations, but you never know. So Leaderboards Apprentice 1. So we're going to go take a look at the leaderboards really quick. So there's a Legend rank, which appears to be like the top 1%. Then there's Grandmaster, and at only 68,000 battle rating, you can see that it really isn't that much, and you get Blood Rubies, Souls, and Coins for current season rewards. So if you're in the Legend rank, it basically just adds the Blood Rubies. You also get 150 Souls and 300 Rubies. So it looks like they improved the season rewards. So at Grandmaster, which is 10 through 50, so it looks like they really changed the leaderboard ranking. So 4 rares, 4 uncommons, why 280 rubies, 125 souls. For ranks 51, what? It must be based on percent. It's kind of weird that one has that and then it goes to 50. So it must be like 10 to 50. This is kind of weird. But it's 100 souls, 250 rubies, 40,000 coins. And then you still get 1 rare. And this would be like the old 7%. 35,000 coins, 70 souls and 210 rubies. And it looks like the battle rating is extremely easy to get right now, unless Faction Wars just went up this morning at noon, which is very possible. So 60 souls, 200 rubies. And then 55 souls, 180 rubies. Now my question is, did they actually get rid of the factions? So at the very bottom ranking, you get 3,000 coins, 10 souls, and 10 rubies. And as you see, only 5,660 in the leaderboard, so it should be pretty interesting. At Combatant 2, which is kind of like Silver 2, 13,000 coins, 35 souls, 100 rubies. So at Combatant 3, 40 souls, 120 rubies. And the fact that you need a lot of rubies to actually get any of these rewards will probably keep people playing Faction Wars for a while, especially if they add content every patch. So 18,000 coins, 45 souls, 140 rubies at Combatant Elite. And then Contender 1 is kind of like the old 5% gold, so it's kind of like that. And then you have the Dragon with the Star. So yeah, there's basically like 4 tiers of rankings. So there are still all 3 factions available. So let's go into another faction, the Brotherhood of Shadow. And can we actually look at the bottom of the list? No, it stops at Combatant 2, so it's kind of like Immortals there, but pretty cool stuff. So we're actually going to stick it out with this team, as I want Bone Shaper Shonock at level 20. I actually want all the cards at level 20. So we're going to do a 7-battle Fatal Battle, and as we know that well, we have the wrong Scorpion first. We want to use Classic Scorpion. So I feel he's 50 times better than Justice. So we're going to edit our team. And we're going to throw in Classic Scorpion. We need to level him up anyways. So we are going to give him the Ice Daggers, and we're going to give him the Brawler Gloves. Alright, so we're going to do a 7-battle matchup in Faction Wars. Then we're going to do a 5-battle matchup, a 3-battle matchup, and a 1-battle matchup. And we're going to see what kind of rewards we get from Faction Wars. So in the first matchup, we have Ronin Kenchi, Heavy Weapons Jax Briggs, and Piercing Melina. So the only Elite 7 card is Ronin Kenchi. Good luck with that, bro. And the reason we're going to be doing all of these fights like this is because we want to see what you actually get from it. So it looks like he has a Wrath Hammer on Ronin Kenchi. Fortunately, this Kenchi does not power drain, so this fight is basically over. Piercing Melina, everybody gets dominated for the victory in the first fight. 36,660 XP, 1,515 coins, 2,600 battle points, 100 war points. So it looks like what you accumulate from Faction Wars only happens, you might get rubies at the end of the match, or it might be based on milestones and overall placement. So that makes placing high in Faction Wars important. So in the second fight, we have Gunslinger Aaron Black, Assassin Katana, and Ermac. As long as Aaron Black doesn't get to 2 bars, we should be okay. And no, he has no power, so we're really good there. So let's just hammer down Gunslinger Aaron Black. So there's an Assassin Katana.
My fury is unrelenting.
We're just gonna spear her.
Impressive.
So Assassin Katana is gone. Ermac's the only one left. So he has the power draining special too. Doesn't matter because we spear him and we're gonna get rid of him for the victory in the second fight. 38,220 XP, 1,541 coins, 2,800 battle points, 100 war points, as both Shonock and Kraken Reptile level up 12 and 14. So in the third fight, we have Undead Hunter, Johnny Cage, Cassie Cage, and Scorpion. So Cassie Cage does get the buff from Johnny Cage. Now there is, of course, no resurrecting, although Johnny Cage will do more damage against NetherRealm. I believe it's 30%. So Volt should be eliminated after this. And the threat is gone. Cassie Cage is in. This is for 178. This is why I think Classic Scorpion is probably one of the best, if not the best, gold card in the game. Although We've seen some shenanigans with Shonock, and we know Slasher Jason can be really good. So Volt gets eliminated for the victory in the third fight. 38,220 XP, 1,541 coins, 2,800 battle points as Bone Shaper Shonock goes up to level 13. In the fourth fight, we have Cryomancer Sub-Zero, Gunslinger Aaron Black, and Ninja Mime Johnny Cage.
Fight.
Spear Sub-Zero.
Impressive. Get over here!
Alright, so if he tags out, we have to go under 80%. We do get rid of him. So that's really good. Take a nut shot there. It does drain like a bar of power. It's pretty annoying. We're gonna spear Arid Black and start the bleed process. That does a lot of damage. Sheik Ahmed Habibi Sand Slide connects. And Gunslinger Arid Black eliminated for the victory in the fourth fight. 39,780 XP as both Reptile and Shonock gain levels of 14 and 15. 1,801 coins, 3,200 battle points, 100 war points. So in the fifth battle, we have Undead Hunter Johnny Cage, Heavy Weapons Jack Briggs, and Cold War Sonya Blade. This fight is going to be a lot trickier because we can't actually spear at the first guy. So we have to be able to wipe out Johnny Cage. But if we can handle that, and Jax has a bar of power, it doesn't really matter though. And this is why the Brawler Gloves are really good. We could actually spear and get rid of him with base attack. I think that's the correct play. Jax Briggs with the gotcha grab. This fight's pretty much over now. No LAW blast. That level 1 does like nothing. Sonya comes in.
Impressive. Get over here!
Spear Jax Briggs back in. Let's get rid of him and make this a 3-on-1 fight.
Come here!
So I don't think there's anything Sonya can do to actually get rid of Scorpion. Let's get off the acid piece just to break the shield. So as we know, Kraken Reptile does have a chance to reflect damage. This could actually do a lot of damage to Cold War Sonya Blade. Kraken Reptile definitely going the distance here. I think he's definitely got some value in Faction Wars too, especially if you have ways to heal. And there are several ways to do it, especially if you have Katana to get right maxed out. Makes the power drain, and Cold War Sonya Blade gets eliminated for the victory in the fifth fight. So Cold War Sonya Blade does not stop Scorpion. 39,780 XP, 1,801 coins, 3,200 battle points, and both Shonock and Reptile gain levels of 16. So we're going to have to spend 3 souls. That's not all the souls we're going to be spending, as we're going to be using Classic Scorpion for the next 9 fights as well. So in the 6th battle, we have Kenchi, Cutthroat Kano, and Dark Empress Katana. Kenchi is at 1 bar, so he has the Wrath Hammer. The question is, will he actually use it? At this point, yes he does. So, Kenchi is gone. I think he had that blocking gear that reflects damage. Let's spear Kano and get ready to get rid of him. Because I don't think Dark Empress Katana can do much by herself. Well, there goes Kano. Dark Empress Katana is in. This match is pretty much over at this point. That hits for 94-37. And Dark Empress Katana bleeding out for the victory in the 6th fight. 39,780 XP, 1,801 coins, 3,200 battle points. So in the 7th matchup, we have Revenant Kugelao, Bone Shaper Shonock, and Dark Empress Katana. So Revenant Kugelao gives a bar of power to every NetherRealm character, and Bone Shaper Shonock also has the Elder God class, which really hasn't panned out yet. So everybody's going to be at 1 bar. And I'm sure Shonock will be at 2. Yes, he is. We have to go heavy offensive on Kugelao. Once we get to 1 bar, we can swap out the Reptile and take some damage.
Impressive. Get over here!
We actually need to. think we do, actually. Yep. Perfect. Alright, so we block Shonock's attack. That's really good. This really doesn't do much. Do we want to get him out? No. I think we'll get him out after we get rid of Shonock. What the hell was that? So there's the spear. So Kulao is gone. Crushing shoulder by Shonock. That actually did some damage. I got the crushing shoulder again on Shonock. I don't think we have anything to fear now. Scorpion at 1 bar and Dark Empress Katana eliminated for the victory of 7-5. $71,604 XP, which is pretty ridiculous. Both cards gain 2 levels of 17 and 18, 2,881 coins, 5,120 battle points. So that means that we don't actually get rubies for completing battles. It's basically based on your battle rating and overall placement in faction wars. So we do get the milestone 1 of 6, which is 1,000. So we get 15 rubies and 3,000 coins. So the next milestone is 25,000 battle points. And for that, we will receive 20 rubies and 4,000 coins. So it seems like an overall pretty hefty grind. You get 200 rubies for every milestone week. So 200 rubies. And for placing in the high rank, you will also get 300 rubies. So at maximum, you will get 500 rubies every week. So basically what that means is you're going to be spending over 3 weeks to get one of the 1,600 ruby cards, or every week you can buy one of the rare gear items. Who is good to get first? Probably Kogujutsu Tanya, because there is no Tanya in the game. And Liu Kang, I think, is the better of the 2 cards available, but keep in mind you're going to be spending over 3 weeks to do that. So for shits and giggles, it looks like it only tallied 5 of the 7 fights, which is really weird. We're going to throw in Classic Sub-Zero. And let us throw in Undead Hunter Johnny Cage. We want to get all of these guys up to 20 because we want to do some thumbnails with them doing x-rays. Alright, so with this team, we're going to do a 3-battle matchup. That'll also give us some rubies too. What the hell? Oh, that's Undercover. I've never seen her before. I know it's one of the unlockable characters, and let me take that blouse out and just rub her titties. So we have Undercover Agent, 20% to all damage versus Netherrealm and Outworld. That's actually a really good passive because there are a ton of Netherrealm characters in Outworld. Now, I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work against the new Tanya. Actually, I think that's Martial Artist in Outworld. But Netherrealm and Outworld, I wonder if the damage stacks together. The only way you can actually test that is if you have both of them. So Test to Kill is such a cool ability. Alright, so we also have Cybernetic Jackie Brace, who really doesn't look black. So it takes 30% less damage versus Netherrealm and Outworld. This is actually a pretty cool passive because, again, there's a lot of Netherrealm and Outworld out there, so pretty cool buff for the special ops. And it looks like a fairly tankish card. So it should be interesting to see how these play out. Obviously, Undercover Cassie Cage is the big threat. And I know I haven't actually done the unlocking of these 2 cards, but I will be trying to do that over the next few weeks.
Fight.
As it really doesn't take that long to do. You really only got to play 6 matches with Jackie Briggs and Cassie Cage on a certain stage. That glow kick did some damage, but that might be all of the offense he has. Snorkel. That Cassie Cage did some damage, though. Shonock is in, gets eliminated. Now let's see what this spear does. 12,000 damage, so that does reduce the damage. I think Jackie Briggs might be pretty good in a future role at higher levels. 38,220 XP as everybody gains levels, and both Sub-Zero and Undead Hunter Johnny Cage gain 2 levels. 1,541 coins, 2,800 battle points. So in the second fight, we have Cranky going up against Cutthroat, Kano, Bone Shaper, Shonock, and Kraken Reptile. So Kraken Reptile is probably the biggest annoyance. Even though we only take 25% damage from specials, we can take up to 50%, I think, or 100% from base attacks. It's been a while since I used them. I just know that he's actually a pretty good card because he's a little bit faster than the other reptile. So here, Kano's pretty much gone. Shinnok comes in next. What does everybody like about Shinnok and Fashion Boys? Big hits there on our thing. I think it was actually like 125%. So yeah, look at that damage that Scorpion's taking from Reptile. That was insane. That is Kraken Reptile pretty much with basic attacks. Did all that damage to Scorpion. 38,220 XP as Classic Sub-Zero gains 2 levels of 12, 1,541 coins, 2,800 battle points, 100 war points. So in the third fight we have Papyrism 228 going up against Kenchi, Hat-Trick Kung Lao, and Kung Jin. Now because there's no special ops synergy, only have to worry about the attack. Now crit chance on Kenchi can be really bad, but keep in mind he doesn't have that much health because he decided to go with all martial artist synergies and not spec up. So this Kenchi's not going to be too hard to deal with. Alright, so there is Kung Lao. Let's try to get off a... well, it doesn't really matter with Scorpion.
Impressive. Get over here!
Actually, Kung Lao is gone. There's no chance of surviving. Kung Jin is in. Look at that heavy crit damage, 268. That arrow hit for 12,000. That was actually pretty cool. I think because of the increased crit damage. So, Kung Jin gets eliminated for the victory in the third fight. 53,703 XP, 2,161 coins, 4,000 battle points, 200 war points. So we do get the second milestone, so we get another 20 rubies and 4,000 coins. So as we see in the third milestone, we only need 50,000 battle points, and we're pretty much almost there. So I don't see getting the 300,000 battle point milestone really being that bad. And I really think you should make that a minimum requirement every season, because if you do this amount of stuff, you can get the characters about every 6 weeks or so, roughly. Although I'm sure you're going to want them a lot sooner. I know I definitely will. Alright, so we need 100 more war point contribution. Let's take Dark Empress Katana. Let's sort by attack and get some wimps in. Let's throw in Ninja Mime Johnny Cage. And let's throw in Classic Katana. So the idea of Dark Empress Katana, go steal somebody. We actually can use her gear item too. Let us use the Bladed Fan. And let's use the Dragon Essence. Okay. So let's do a single battle matchup just to get that out of the way. Alright, so in the fight we have Ninjitsu Scorpion, Heavy Weapons Jax Briggs, and Spectral Ermac. So it looks like no team synergy, which is really good, but are we going to have a problem with this fight? Katana is not known for her speed, although we do have a power drain available. Let's see if we can steal Scorpion or Jax Briggs, and if we can, it's going to be a pretty easy fight. Try to slap Scorpion. That pretty much wipes him out. So we do steal Scorpion. You know the spear is really good. You know, Scorpion is really good. Gotcha Grab's going to do a little damage. It's not going to wipe him out. So we're going to get one. No, we're not going to get two. Ermac is in. That connect. That's going to do some damage. Let's save up for a 2-bar move. We're not really in trouble, as Ermac is not the big threat. We're going to get in Katana. Hopefully we can avoid the LAW blast. This fight's going to be easy. And yes, we definitely are. We got power drain twice. And I feel like hitting him right in the dick as well, so I think we're going to do that too. Let's punch away at that black cock.
Enjoying your beat down.
Yes, sir. So we got the Fan Toss.
Impressive.
And Heavy Weapons Jax Briggs eliminate for the victory. 24,180 XP, 891 coins, 1,400 battle points, 100 war points. So we win a quick battle and we receive another 5,000 coins. So since we can't actually get rubies for completing battles, you mostly have to complete the season milestones and place high in faction wars. So it's going to take a long time to actually get those rubies. So I think it's a good way to encourage actually playing faction wars, because if you want those cards, and trust me, you're going to want Liu Kang, you're definitely going to have to pick up on that. So let's check out our collection and see if we actually got the new support card we were supposed to get. I don't know where to actually look for that. I don't even know if we actually got it. It said we were supposed to get something. Can we sort by newest? Yes, we can. That's probably the oldest. Nope, we didn't actually get it. I must have forgot to reward her. Maybe it's in the inbox. It's not even a support card. Chinook's amulet is the newest item, so I'm not exactly sure where the support card actually is. We probably get it over time. Alright, so let's go into a battle mode and let's see if we can actually do a fight. Obviously need a better person, so let's get an Ninjitsu Scorpion. Let's throw in Cutthroat, Kano, and Classic Sub-Zero, and this will determine if I actually give a shit about the game. Well, now that I can actually play Faction Wars, I still might. Because I actually like Faction Wars. I couldn't stand single player anyways. So it might be nice if I can actually do it. So let's see if they actually fixed that, or if I'm going to have to write nasty letters in another round. Alright, so in the tower fight we have Tactical Sonya Blade, Ninjitsu Scorpion, and Noxious Reptile. All cards are level 38 Elite 4. So it's kind of like hard difficulty. And what the fuck? They still did not fix that. I'm going to have a word with another round, because that is fucking annoying. Why can I still not use allies in battle? Alright, so on that note, we're going to try airplane mode and see if Slasher Jason Voorhees is still accessible from it. So it looks like we can buy it, so we're going to buy a Jason Voorhees combat pack. Get a level up card. Kobu Jutsu Blades. Wow, we got Tanya's gear item. 30% basic damage boost, and Tanya gets a 20% special 1 and 2 unblockable chance. That's really good. And chance to convert damage to health on special 1. And we get a balanced Kenchi. You guys got to see what Tanya's gear item looks like. While we're in airplane mode, let's actually open up some equipment packs, and let's see if we can get any of the other rare gear items we're supposed to get. So we got Brawler Gloves, which is 1,200 coins, Riot Gear, and a Katana. So pretty much a piece of crap, this equipment pack, but it's equipment. Alright, so we're going to open up 10 equipment packs, and we're going to see if we can get anything new. Tanya's gear item is really cool, though. So we get the Shuriken, Outworld gear, which is upgradable, and we receive a Draconic Shield. So 2 more gear items that we actually need upgrades for, but no rare gear, which really sucks. Alright, so in the 3rd equipment pack we receive Healing Herbs, which is 1,200 coins back, a sword, which is crap, and we get a military vest, which is Sonya Blade's rare gear item, so it increases the health boost 2% and increases the heal for 1%. I believe that's only on extra. So considering it's super hard to actually get to 3 bars, that personal gear item is garbage. Now if they had it on, say, Undead Hunter Johnny Cage, it would probably be really good. So in the 4th equipment pack we receive a Dragon Essence, which is actually really good because we can max it out. So then you get that PvP boost. That looks really cool. Amulet, 1,200 coins. And we get a Shuri Ryu Kune, which is Scorpion's rare gear item. So Increased chance for special 1 and 2 to be unblockable, but it's really good when you have the damage boost against stunned or slowed, because stun effects is like the spear. But slowed would be kind of like the turtle effect from Devora. I think Reptile has one too. Alright, so in our next equipment pack we receive, I think this is number 6, Riot Gear, Brawler Gloves, and a Bloodstone Ring, so absolute garbage. Alright, so in the 7th equipment pack, we get Body Armor, which is Cassie Cage's rare gear armor, 25% toughness boost, 30% resistance to all debuffs, and 50% opponent crit chance reduction. That could be a really good gear item. We also get a sword, and we get a Soul Elixir. Soul Elixir is almost maxed out. That's another good gear item, because the Soul Elixir actually has a reduced cost on specials. So in our 8th equipment pack, we receive Brawler Gloves, which is 1,200 coins. We get the Executioner Axe. And we get an Amulet, which is also 1,200 coins. So that was a pretty crappy pack. We got 2 more equipment packs open up. Tanya's gear item, though, is pretty cool. I almost want to save that for the 200 souls. We get Bracers. We get the Gladiator Mask. And we get Brawler Gloves again, so that's a piece of crap pack. So in the final equipment pack, we receive Healing Herbs, Subtle Tattoo, which is Johnny Cage's rare gear item, increases recovery by 2%, basic damage to 42%, so that's like 60% basic damage. That's amazing on Johnny Cage, and as we know, Undead Hunter Johnny Cage can be ridiculous. So that's a pretty good pick. And the final gear item is yet another Gladiator Mask, so that would put it at level 7. The toughness would go to 27%. I think that's still better than all of the 3-star unupgraded items. So now we're going to try and see if we can still use airplane mode. Alright, so we've logged back into the game. As you can see, we're back up to 1,820 souls, and the coins are back at 3.872 million. Even though I kind of wanted Tanya's gear, I'm going to try to get it out of some equipment packs later on. So if you like this video talking about patch 1.8, as well as getting Tanya's gear item, as well as all of the new stuff in Faction Wars, please give this video a like rating, comment, subscribe, share this video amongst your friends, and as a favorite, check out my other Mortal Kombat X videos playlist, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, which are all HollywoodShono. And have a wonderful day, kids, and keep in mind, again, I feel the Bloody Tomahawk is the worst of the 3 gear items.
www.youtube.com/HollywoodShono. Subscribe, bitches!